by the World Bank. I have to say I'm personally super excited about this because I think the report provides a good analytical, factual foundation for an area that holds great promise for South Sudan and its people, and for its present and its future, and that is the management of some of its extraordinary natural resources. Every time I fly into South Sudan, every time I'm flying over South Sudan, I'm just struck by the majesty and beauty of the country and its people. Its natural wealth is such an obvious, precious asset, and perhaps second only to the greatness of its people. And for this reason, we at the World Bank really wanted to delve into studying some of the perhaps less well-studied aspects of this wealth. I think we all know about some of South Sudan's subsoil resources, oil, gold, but I think there's also a lot of green gold out there on the surface here in South Sudan. These assets are huge, including the world's largest wildlife migration and one of the world's largest freshwater fisheries. They're critically important for the planet, of course, but these natural resources are critically important for the people of South Sudan. Something around 75% of the people rely on utilizing these renewable natural resources for food, for fuel, and for incomes. And the question, I think, for all of us is how we can responsibly manage these resources in order to deliver maximum benefit. It's clear that sustainable practices can yield more, and with the report estimating that there's a potential for generating even up to billions of dollars of additional revenue, which would deliver jobs and livelihoods for hundreds of thousands of South Sudanese. The question is also on how we can capitalize on this potential in a way that increases the benefits in the short term, in the here and now for the people, but while preserving these assets for future generations, so that they deliver on a renewable and sustainable basis. We think that this is doable, and indeed, it must be done. We believe that there is space to improve livelihoods and protect the unique natural assets and the remarkable cultures that depend on them here in South Sudan. We think that the country can grow not only by converting its natural capital into wealth right now, but by preserving it and increasing its value over time. And this is what the team from the World Bank will be presenting today, and what we hope to be able to discuss today, and then work with all stakeholders, above all the government of South Sudan, with all of our other development partners, and with society at large in order to achieve. So finally, in closing, I'd like to thank the many partners who helped us in generating this report. You see FAO here, African Parks, many others. There are bilateral donors that have contributed to the trust funds that helped finance the work in producing this report. And above all, I want to thank our government counterparts, you, Honorable Minister, your staff, as well as our counterparts in the Ministry of Livestock and Fisheries, for all the collaboration that we've had up until now. And I just need to say that it's the first step towards greater and deeper collaboration going forward, and this is something we at the World Bank very much look forward to. So once again, thank you all for coming this morning. I think it's going to be a really, really exciting sort of presentation. I have to say, I personally, again, really enjoyed the work that's here. I think some of you had the chance to look at the report. We'll hear from the chief author who led the team preparing the report. And I wish you a very interesting session here, and I wish all of us to have an interesting discussion around this critical issue, an issue I think that's a pathway to help the South Sudanese people achieve their potential and move forward on a pathway to greater livelihoods and greater prosperity. Thank you very much. With that, I would like to invite for opening remarks the Honorable Minister of Wildlife Conservation and Tourism, Honorable Razik Zakaria Hassan. Honorable, the floor is yours.
Thank you.